Jared Polin, phronosphoto.com, and this video is about self-portraits. How many of you guys out there have ever made a self-portrait? Now, I myself have made a bunch of different self-portraits, and they've progressed over the year. So what this video is going to serve as is a kind of like a mental starting point to help you think about what could you do with a self-portrait. What kind of image could you make? Now, I've done different ones over the years, whether it was holding my hands out and just looking like I was holding the camera with just a picture of me in it with a shaved head, or something where I have one of my musician friends jumping off a half stack, and we're just, and Ari's in the picture and there's some other things around it, to an all-out picture in the studio with all of my photos. The mannequin just scared me. The mannequin, you just scared me. So where all my photos were sitting on the ground and I was sitting amongst all of the people that I've worked with, to the latest one that you're going to see that I did right here in the loft before I move out. Now, this is probably the last video that I'm going to sit here and do at the loft, but I wanted to share with you what I did. So basically, you're going to see exactly the setup that I took. You're going to watch a time lapse coming up about how I set this all up, what I did, and then you're going to see the final image, the final product, and I'm going to talk about that after you watch this time lapse right now.
The misses, I wouldn't stay long. See ya. If she comes down from the clouds, I don't know about it, I'm having my doubts. I trace my steps from midnight till noon, and the hope that gets me going is mine little soon. I just hope that she's searching around for me too. No sweet subtle end, 'cause they can serve my blood in this goddamn saloon. I have to hurry, my mom's picking me up soon. My mom's picking me up soon. Oh, picking me up soon. Oh, picking me up.
So here it is. Here is the final photo from my loft, and you know, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm glad I decided to do the time-lapse video. So how did I pull this off? Where is this camera situated? Excuse me. Well, it's on top of the wall. If you see, this is how high it was. I had to get up on a ladder. And if you didn't notice, right down here, you have the Ethernet cable. It's running all the way up the wall to my D4, which is then running into my MacBook Pro, connected through the Ethernet, so I can live view, see everything that is going on that the camera sees. I can control it from the laptop. So that's pretty amazing to be able to control the camera, everything. I could tell it to do video, excuse me, I can tell it to do photos, and you can set that any way that you want. And then you see that I press the button, the shutter button basically, from right here to take the picture. But look at this image. What it does is it covers so many different angles. Some of you may not know that this is the second type of self-portrait that I did. The first one's actually hiding back here. It's a green shot of me without hair. You actually saw those pop up in the video before. And this is the other one that inspired this image. This is on a larger scale than what I did with this one over here. This one has a lot of smaller images, and here you've got all my big-ass prints on the floor, still on the walls. You've got my pod chair, which I always wanted, a popcorn machine, which I always wanted, a teddy bear, maybe not that I always wanted, but then there's the poker table. It covers everything that kind of happened in this loft since I moved in. It's got the painting that Adam Rosenberg did. I love that painting. It's got the hockey rink here in the corner. I made sure to put that in there. It's got a bunt pan from making my cakes. It has a lot of my different bags and tripods from Vanguard. It's got these pictures that I bought from Ryan Connors because she does these awesome paintings, which I love. I got an old iMac that I picked up from my printer who does my t-shirts. Got all the I Shoot Raw shirts on the sofa, the funky sofa. We've got the chair that I always sit in, a Black Rapid strap with my mannequin. Oh, by the way, there's another mannequin here with my t-shirt, my tank top. And then you've got the lightsabers that Ari and I dueled with. You've got my projector, my Jack Daniels sign, which is actually in this image over here. It's back there. You've got, I mean, my guitar, which I don't play really, a timer from the darkroom that was running the whole video, the N64 with Zelda in it, and there's GoldenEye right there. So, you know, and there's the Almost Famous, except this time, instead of having just the DVD version, because there's the DVD in the laptop, I actually have, this time, it's the Blu-ray version. And then the headphones that were in the last video, some of my gear. But there's been, I guess, a change, you know. Here, where I have hundreds of photos, or maybe 50 or 60, I have less photos here. We've got in the 20s. I've narrowed it down to larger, cooler prints. So in terms of editing, let's look at where it started. That is where it started. And I chose to use natural light. I used my Westcott spider lights, TD6s, to light the room. I have one over here in this bottom corner, and I've got one back here that you can't see. I decided to keep them out of the frame because I think it worked. Here comes a yawn. Yawn. And so this is where it started, and that's where it's ended up so far. Now, I'm not sure this is my final edit, but I think I like what's going on. Do you see the bowing that's going on here? I use lens correction. It's the first time I really used lens correction. Let me turn it off and show you what happens. That's with it off. Look at that. You see how look at these lines up here. Holy crap. And you don't lose much of the image, by the way. And you turn it on, boom. Yeah, you can see over here that you lose a little bit. Now you can change that. See, there's that other portrait. I may tweak this a little bit more to keep all of that in here because you have that control right here because that's at 80. Now, how do I get the rest of the image in? Let's see. You can take it back, you can bring it in, but look at the distortion that's happening. I think it's worth the trade to just put this at 80 where I had it. Boom. To give me this type of image. Instead of that, we've got this. Everything is much straighter, looks much cooler in my mind. Look at the color corrections that I did. We're back up to here. Look at this. I love this shot. It has a three-dimensional look. It created a ton of interest. It has the pod chair in it. It has the time-lapse video that goes before it. It has the awesome song and music by Illinois, the band. And I'm really happy with this as a new self-portrait. I like these things. They're like chapters in my life. The last one I did was in 2007, which is the one over here on the wall. Then the one I did prior to that was like 2005, I think. And then the one, no, 2006 maybe, because this was after the Perry tour. And then there's one more that I'm going to add, or that you saw in the video before, that I just love what's going on in this shot. So there you have it. That's a self-portrait. I hope you guys try these out yourself. Maybe we will use self-portrait, if we haven't already done it, for a weekend theme, as a new theme for the weekend. But look, the lines are straight as they can be with a 14mm lens, and with the lens correction, it really worked out well. I just used a super clamp on top of the wall and ran the cable, set up the camera all from the computer, and boom, there you have it. That's my self-portrait from the loft. This is the last video from the loft. And there you have it, guys. I'm going to go now. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya. Are you subscribed yet on the YouTube channel? Well, click this subscribe button right here. Also, click this box if you want to be emailed every time I upload a new video, so you can get the latest video uploads as they happen. And also, if you haven't signed up for the free user's guide, sign up right here. Put your name, email address in here, hit send it. You will get a free ebook sent to your email, as well as a link to a 60-minute long video on flash photography in the studio that Adam and I created. So please do that, and we'll see you.